Hey guys, Mr. F here, coming at you with a video just to go over our learning goals for maths for the next week or two. So this video is mainly targeted at parents, but if you are a kiddo in my class and you want to watch this with mum and dad, I think that would be a good idea too. So if you are a parent or a kid watching this and you haven't got the other, maybe go and say, Mom, Dad, this video's for you, and go and get them. All right, we're here on the Victorian Curriculum website. We are going to go to the maths section. And we are going to go over what's going to be our learning foci for the next couple of weeks. So if I just go, yep, okay, I usually go check out level 1 and 2 because all of you good, wonderful people are in year 1 and 2. I'll also go foundation and level 3 just to make sure I'm checking out the other sides of the difficulty level for those kids in our class that are at all sorts of levels. Apply the filters and then we'll go through what we're doing. So we are going to be looking at time. So if we look mainly at the level 1 and level 2 descriptions here, it's under measurement and geometry because we use months and days and seconds and minutes and hours to measure time. So here we are going to be looking at these two mainly. So you can see on Seesaw there's already some activities on there about describing duration using months, weeks, days and hours. It's for the year 1s. Describing the duration of familiar situations such as how long is it until we next come to school. That's a very good question right now, isn't it? Then also we're going to be moving towards telling time to the half hour. So an analog, that's the clock with the hands, and digital, that's the clock with the numbers. Okay. Year 2s, we're ordering the months and the seasons, which I think is important for the year 1s to do too. So I'm studying that for the year 1s as well. So the months of the year, investigating the seasons used by Aboriginal people, comparing them to those used in Western society, and recognizing the connection to weather patterns. So keep your eyes peeled for some work on that. Using a calendar to identify the date and determine the number of days in a month. And we'll look at the elaborations here. So the elaboration here is use calendars to locate specific information, such as finding a given date on a calendar and saying what day it is, and identifying personally or culturally specific days. So being able to find birthdays on a calendar, being able to identify when the holidays start, that kind of stuff. Christmas Day, things like that. Easter. All right. Then here, telling time to the quarter hour using the language of past and to. So describing the characteristics of quarter past times on an analog clock and identifying that the small hand is pointing just past the number and the big hand is pointing to the 3. Now, in my experience as a teacher in the last 9 years, whatever it's been, this is an area of maths that children really struggle with, and that's partly because of the rise of these little guys. Digital clocks everywhere. Showing you a message from Mrs. Mail there. Digital clocks everywhere, not so many analog clocks. So if you do have an analog clock at home, parents, you have a bit of homework. You need to set that up, please. We have analog clocks in the classroom and we use them all the time. But you will probably find that your child might find it tricky to read it, and you'll just have to go back to explain the bare basics of what the second hand is, what the minute hand is, what the hour hand is, what times to the top of the hour mean. So that's a little taste of what's coming up. If you want to stick around, we'll look at the foundation outcomes, in case your child's not quite up to year 1 level yet, which is okay. We're all learning at different paces. And if your child is a little bit higher, a little bit further along on their learning journey, we'll also look at the year 3 measurement and geometry learning goals for time. Okay, so here for the foundation ones, so remember that's the average kid working towards the end of foundation or prep. Here we go. Where is it? Measurement and geometry. Here it is. Sorry, got lost. Okay, connecting days of the week to familiar events and actions. So even talking about the days of the week, this is a great opportunity while you're at home, maybe to do a little timetable of what happens on each day. I've been doing that with my 4-year-old. We have a timetable on the fridge that my very talented wife made, that talks about what actually happens on each day of the week, what days they go to childcare, Mondays, Tuesdays, Fridays, what day nanny takes care of them, or used to. Hopefully will again soon. That's a Wednesday. Stuff like that when they have buds and blossoms, when they go down to the nursing home, or used to. Now they do it on Zoom on a Thursday, and so on. Comparing and ordering the duration of events using the everyday language of time. So that's knowing the days of the week, linking specific days to familiar events, and sequencing familiar events in time order. Not necessarily being able to sequence the days of the week in order yet, although you would hope they can probably do that. Choosing events and actions that can make connections with students' everyday family routines. All right, that's the foundation. If we go just over here to the prep, sorry, the year 3, level 3 content descriptions. So measurement geometries here again. We're looking at using units of measurement. So by the time you're in year 3, the average student, whatever that means, will be able to tell time to the minute and investigate the relationship between units of time. So for example, recognizing there are 60 minutes in an hour and 60 seconds in a minute. And that's about it for time for the next couple of weeks. It's a lot to get through, and it will be something that kids will need a little bit of assistance with, particularly with those analog clocks. All right, that's it from me for now. I will be back very soon with some spelling videos. See you later, guys. Love you. Miss you.